Malani, good morning. Good morning.
Okay,
Okay,
thanks,
it's clear.
teacher. Yeah,
Okay. So,
good evening in there.
yeah, yeah, it's good evening, and for you, it's a good morning. I think at your place is morning,
Yes, teacher,
11,
it's
11. Yeah.
yes, yeah, yeah,
Uh,
11 a.m. and everything. It's okay here in my city.
okay.
And yeah, and
Okay.
what about you, teacher? How is everything going on in your
Yeah,
city?
here is everything is fine, and we basically here we are in a festive mode. Okay, so
Oh,
we are going to celebrate our biggest festival. Okay, in our
oh,
community. So and this is a 4 days. This is a 4 days festival.
mm-hmm.
So we'll celebrate it for the next 4 days, starting from Sunday.
Mm.
Starting from Sunday, we are going to celebrate our biggest festival in our community. And as you know, India is a country of many festivals. There are many
Yes.
festivals. There are many festivals in India, and we have different kinds of community here. Also, we have Hindu, we have Muslim, we have Christian, we have
Okay.
Buddhist. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so there are a lot of communities, and every community has their own festivals, and that's why in India it is there are a lot of festivals. I think every month there is a one or two
Oh.
festivals are there. Okay, so
Okay, teacher. And what is your community, teacher Sanjit?
in my community is now we are Hindu. Okay,
Oh, I see. Mm-hmm.
we are Hindu, and maximum the people of India are Hindu,
Oh, I see.
and then we have the Muslim, and then we have the Christian, we have Sikh, we have Buddhist. Okay,
Oh,
so there are a
there are
lot of,
many communities in there.
yeah, there are many communities in my country. It's a
Yeah,
lot of,
but
and we are having multicultural. You can say multicultural, multilingual. We have different
oh,
we have different languages also in our country. There are at least, you can say, uh, more than 50 languages. More
is
than,
that for
yeah,
real?
yeah. It's
Oh,
even
and
I don't understand some of the languages in my country. Okay, there are some
oh,
languages I don't understand, what they are saying. It's completely different.
yeah,
Okay,
it's pretty difficult,
it's very
to
difficult.
manage
Yes.
three or two languages. Well, it's enough for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Here also in my country, there are other languages, but I haven't learned them because they are
Mhm.
difficult. So, and y- I can imagine that in your country, probably many people speak certain languages, but it's impossible to speak to
Okay.
understand all of them. It's
Mhm.
pretty difficult.
Okay. So what's your official language
The
in
official
your country?
language it's Spanish. Spanish. But
Okay.
here we have etnias or some other languages and some other communities that
Mhm.
were people that were here during many years before colonization, before the
Mhm.
Spanish from Spain arrived here in
Mhm.
Mexico. Here were many cultures like
Mhm.
the Toltecas, Totonacas,
Mhm.
Mexicas, Mayas.
Okay.
The Maya culture is well known around the world, but nowadays they conserve their language. For example, there are some people that speak Nahuatl. The
Okay.
Nahuatl is the official language for the ancient civilizations, and
Okay.
still some many people, well, a few people speak the language. And for example, uh, my dad,
Mhm.
uh, was an well, their his parents were Ottomans. So Ottomans were a culture, an ancient culture from before colonization, before
Okay.
Spanish uh, came here to Mexico.
Mhm.
So I guess we have certain roots in there in that culture.
Mhm.
And today, if you visit Querétaro, Toliman municipality, Toliman, it's a place which is my father is from. So there are many like churches, small churches,
Uh-huh.
from this Asian culture, and some
Okay.
of that preserves a certain tradition. So it's very interesting to travel across the Sierra Queretana. It's like a vast extension. There are many attractions in there, cultural attractions, all churches, all places where people practice all rituals. So it's interesting for me.
Yes, absolutely. It's great to know about your culture. And which community you are from? Which is your community?
Well, I was raised under Catholic religion,
Okay.
but I can say that nowadays I don't practice any religion. I mean, I am
Okay.
open. I am open to any cultural and any religion, because for me it's important to understand
Exactly.
the people. I don't want to be caged in one religion, because everything, I personally, and with all the respect for all the people, I guess that every religion or every community has a certain truth in it.
Exactly.
But on the other hand, it's impossible to have all the truth in one religion or in one culture. I mean, we cannot
Absolutely.
know. So we must be open to other cultures
Exactly.
and to
Exactly.
share what we know, teacher, and to share our culture, our values. I think it is, for me, it is much more important to be a human rather than to be first a religious person or a politician or I don't know. First, for me, are the values personally. Well, as human.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. As a human being, what I believe is that uh, the most important religion is, the humanism is the biggest religion, you can say. So I'm open to all religion. As you know, as in India, we stay together, just like a brother and sister. Like, in our area, we have the Muslim, we have the Christian, and during their festivals, we go to their house. They come to us in our festival, so we just exchange our, basically, in our culture, in our festival, we have a different kinds of foods, a particular traditional foods we have.
Oh.
And the other community also, they're having their traditional foods. Okay. so
Oh, I
whenever
see.
so whenever we have the festivals, we celebrate our festivals. So we just distribute our uh, foods to them, and they distribute their foods to us. We share it, joyfully. We share it, with happy. It's a very good understanding with each other.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it's something very interesting, because I guess, well, we
Yeah,
must do
actually,
that way.
yeah. Basically, India is a country of, we can say, religion tolerance. We call it, religion tolerance. We tolerate every religion. We tolerate every
Mm.
religion. Okay.
And
So
why is that, teacher? What is your opinion about that? Why you became tolerant to all religions?
so it has been coming down from our ancient times, and Indian civilization is very old. It could be, I think, 3,000 or 4,000 years old, maybe more than
Yes.
this, maybe more than this.
Yes,
Okay.
maybe.
So it's a very ancient civilization, and from our ancient times, we are taught in that way that we should not speak bad to others. We should not think bad about others, and that tradition is still coming down. And we give shelter to every kind of people, who are in need. So
Oh.
that's why you'll see different communities, different kind of communities are in India. we have
Mhm.
we have every religion, you can say, every religion which you can find all over the world. Okay.
Mhm.
And that's why India is called subcontinent. India is also called a
Oh.
subcontinent. You'll whatever you will find in a continent, That particular thing you'll find in India also. So
Oh,
so India is a very big country, at the same time having diverse culture, diverse community, diverse food habits, diverse clothings. We have different clothings for the different parts of the people. Okay,
mm,
so it's a very interesting place. It's a very interesting place,
yeah.
and
Maybe one day I would be able to visit your country, teacher.
yeah,
Maybe one day
definitely,
it would be
definitely.
very nice.
Yeah, it would be very nice, and you are always welcome. And
Thank
yeah,
you, teacher.
it's a very interesting place, and it's a very good place to visit as well, because there are a lot of places you can visit. Uh, like we have one of the seven wonders of the world.
Oh yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. I know.
yeah,
It is
so,
it's Tal Mahal or
yeah,
is
Taj
not
Mahal.
yet.
Yeah, it is Taj Mahal. We have what is one of the seven wonders of the world. So there are a lot of places you can visit. Some interesting places. We have the forest. We have the sea beach. We have mountains. We have plains. So it's a very interesting place.
Yeah, and I guess it is even more interesting because of the multicultural
Exactly.
communities.
Mhm.
And yeah, I believe in God, if you ask me, but I guess it's more important to believe in ourselves. For example,
Mhm.
I've learned in my short life, well, I guess, that if you want to do something, you have to start by yourself. I mean, don't expect that
Exactly.
God gives you
Mhm.
magically something. So we have to work very hard for achieving something. So since
Exactly.
yeah, teacher. So since I learned that when I was in
Mhm.
college,
Mhm.
I understood that because when you are young, you are dumb. I was dumb when I was young. But when the years I've been acquiring certain comprehension of the world, so I
Mhm.
guess that's a journey, and it's very interesting because some people complain,
Mhm.
especially the woman. Nowadays, the world is focused on the physical appearance of superficial
Mhm.
stuff.
Mhm.
So I guess, well, for me, it doesn't fit at all. I mean, I don't fit with that culture because I think people is very focused on their physical appearance. For example, in the USA, many
Mhm.
people get surgeries to change their
Mhm.
body.
Exactly. Yes, yes. They
In
have
some,
got. They go for plastic surgery. It is called plastic surgery. They change their face. They change their style of looking, how they look. Exactly.
eh, that's right, teacher. And I think
Mhm.
it's very wrong, just, I mean, it's for me, well, for my opinion, because I respect the opinions, of course.
Mhm.
But for me, it's so gross, like unnatural. It's like to mutilate your body. So
Mhm.
I don't understand that culture.
Mhm.
So I try to avoid to those kind of influences for me in my life.
Mhm.
And I not nowadays, but sometimes it's sad because,
Mhm.
for example, here in Mexico, many people take care a lot for your physical appearance rather than their knowledge, what is in your head, right? Or even though your values. So it's sad for me, teacher. I don't know what's your opinion about that situation. Well, in my country, we are facing that situation with the children. They
Mhm.
spend hours in front of the cell phone. They
Mhm.
don't respect their parents, etc. Maybe it's
Mhm.
parents problem. I mean, maybe the fall is
Yeah.
from the parents. I don't know.
Mhm.
What do you think,
Yeah,
teacher?
yeah. This is also the common, same thing happening in our country as well. Basically after the pandemic, just when the pandemic started, most of the children they are into cell phone because they didn't have the time. They didn't go to the school, and they were at home all the time, and they didn't know how to spend the time, and that's why what happened, most of the children, they are, what would I say, they are addicted towards this cell phone. They are playing games, they are watching videos. So the same thing is happening in our, in every country. I think, this is the this is the phenomena of every country. It is not, your country. It is not my country. It is happening around the world. And now this is the biggest challenge for us as a parent. As a parent, this is our biggest challenge. That how can we make them interested towards other things, like playing, or maybe reading, or maybe doing some creative activities. So this is our duty, or this is our challenge to show them the right way, right path. And it has happened because of that lockdown, because everybody was at home, not doing anything, and they got addicted to all this thing. So
Yeah, teacher.
but I hope, maybe in the next couple of years, or maybe it will take time, again things will get normal, things will become good. I hope everything will be settled down, and everything will be quite good, I think, in the next couple of years. So
Yeah, teacher.
yes, I'm quite optimistic about it. Sometimes some bad thing happens, some negative thing happens, but again, we should not lose hope. We should not get frustrated. We should not get disappointed. We should have the positive side of that effect, and and move forward.
Yeah, teacher.
That is what I believe. That is what I think.
Oh, yeah, teacher. Thanks for sharing that with me. And
Yeah, it's my pleasure. And Malani, it is just we have another, I think, 4 or 5 minutes time.
Yes, teacher. Just for
Okay.
film. Yes, I
Okay.
respect that.
And
Yes.
And it's nice talking with you. And I hope in future also we'll be having such conversation with a different topic. Today we have spoke most of the times on religion, on festivals, or maybe how you think about your religion, how I think about my religion, or my country, your country. And in future we'll be having more conversation on different topics. Okay?
Yes.
And,
yes, teacher. Yes.
Okay. So Malani, thank you so much for joining, and hope to see you again in future. So till
yes,
then,
of course, teacher.
till then, bye bye. Take care. Okay. Good night.
Take
Bye-bye.
care, teacher. Have a good night.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.